Good evening and welcome to this evening's live stream. How are we all doing this evening? Um, I don't actually have too much to talk about this evening, so we'll see how we get on. Unfortunately, it's been another quiet week from Ubiquiti, so there's not really been too much for us to talk about. But hopefully things are changing. Let's see. That's not me giving a hint in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, hopefully let's see what's changing. So I just want to make sure I am up and running on the different platforms. So bear with me. Right. Let's have a little look. Let's go through some of this stuff that we've got coming in. Good evening, Black Jedi. How are you doing? I guess I don't have anything, well, I don't have anything that I can show you at the moment. So yeah, that one's going to be a difficult one. I did, however, get the 2U UPS installed a couple of days ago. So I've been playing around. Excuse me, been playing around with that for a bit, and hopefully there'll be a video coming on that soon. So, and there's been I believe, a recent firmware update. So there's a couple of changes that have come about. You can see I am very bad at multitasking. So I'm still trying to find everything to make sure it's all working as it should be. Let's have a quick look here. That's fine. Yeah, we're good. Okay, excellent. How many of us are there here? Let's have a look. Analytics 23. Okay, well, big jump straight away. So welcome to all of you. Feel free to, I'm sure, no doubt, yet, definitely, Frederick has said it. Hit the like button, comment, engage, ask any questions you want. If I can answer them, I will. If I can't, I will try and find out for you or point you towards the right person. Or no doubt, as always, people in the comments sometimes have the answer that I don't. So good afternoon to you, Frederick, from a very warm Texas. All right, I'm going to be, I think I do this every time, but let's see, what is 86 degrees in Celsius? 30 degrees. Okay, all right. That is definitely quite warm, considering I think the temperature's, that's about 6 degrees at the moment. It's supposed to drop down to the very early numbers, so 1-2 degrees tonight, I think. Or is that tomorrow night, maybe? That might be tomorrow night. And last I heard, I think we're expecting to see some snow this week in the UK. So yeah, I think the country is going to come to a standstill. So that's going to be good. Let's have a quick look what we got going on here. Good evening, Colin. How you doing? Anyone else watch the Flytech webinar on the Superlink? I don't think I've seen the Flytech stuff before. Is that on YouTube or is that on some other platform? I don't think I know I've seen some of their posts, but so I'm just searching into, here we go, Flytech Computers Inc. Do they have anything? Oh, let's pause that. One day ago, Superlink. No, I haven't seen that. So that might be going on my to-do list to watch. So anything interesting that came about of that? I will ask for anybody that has watched it. I guess, Frederick, that's probably pointed in your direction. And then Colin's going to watch that tomorrow. So yeah, let us know. How did you find it, Frederick? Is it worth a watch? Andrew from UI mentioned some things from UWC in Miami that I didn't think had been made public yet. I mean, I do find sometimes that when you see some of this stuff, like, yeah, they try and keep some things under wraps, how it is. But also there's some instances where they'll just talk about stuff that hasn't been released yet. And yeah, they don't seem to really be bothered by it. So I think it kind of depends who you're talking to. Good evening, Vasil. How you doing? Let's see. Evening to the Unified. Yep. Good evening. Good evening. How you doing, John? I don't think I saw you last week on the stream, unless I missed you. It might just be me. Everything looks good on my end. Perfect. That's what we want to see. G6 Pro turret should be out this week. Ooh, let's have a look at the store, shall we? G6 Pro turret. Is that when it was promised in November? I don't know. Let me have a look. I should just have a little look rather than G6 Pro Dome. Is it even there? Oh, available week beginning 17th of November. You are right. Let's see. Is this working? Yeah, there we go. So we should be seeing the G6 Pro turret this week. Oh, I'm so far behind on videos. It's crazy. I have I have a couple of PTZs to install. I have a G6 Pro 360 that I need to look at. I have an AI port, not an AI port, the audio port, PoE audio. I don't even know what the naming of that is. I need to get that right. I think I have the G6 Pro Dome somewhere as well. I still haven't done a video on that one. This is the 360 Dome that I need to look at. I don't know where I put the Pro Dome. Is it that side? Yeah, here we go. Here's the Pro Dome. There's too much hardware and not enough time. Let's go back to here. So yes, the Pro turret is becoming available week beginning of 17th. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to probably get the chat spammed for this. So before I ask the question, one second. Before I forget the question, let's go through some of these and see how we get on. It's XT. Hello from Texas. Good afternoon, I guess, where you are right now. What's your general take of the new doorbell after a week of usage? So I think I said it in the video. I think the main thing I'm missing is the package cam, but it has a decent vertical view. So it's not anything I'm majorly missing out on. We live right in the corner of where we are, so we're quite far in. So it's not too bad in terms of packages and stuff. So it's all good. But I mean, the picture quality is a lot better. Detection wise, the PoE is definitely more responsive, obviously, as you would expect, than the Wi-Fi. So it seems to be doing a fairly good job from what I can see. I'm excited to see the Pro entry, as that is a slightly bigger specification. I think that's got a really. I think that's got a no. I'm not even going to quote it. I'm going to have a look because if I try and quote it, it's going to go wrong. Let's have a look. So the G6 entry has the same camera, I believe, the standard. That has the 2K 1/2.7-inch 5 megapixel camera, and the G6 Pro entry is the 1/1.6 12 megapixel image sensor. So yeah, it's a big improvement in terms of the image. So definitely looking forward to seeing what that can do. Well, in 2 weeks it will be winter, no fall this year. Yeah, I mean, up until now in the UK, it's been quite mild, so it's not been too bad. But yeah, definitely taking a turn this week. 18 degrees in Cyprus, can't complain with that, I guess. Yes, on YouTube. Okay, yeah, I did find that. Andrew mentioned fabric in the video. Okay, interesting. It's worth a watch, although most pieces of yeah, it's just a glorified sales pitch. Yeah, I get that. Hopefully soon they'll be adding fire alarms. So I don't know, obviously, how much. Well, from what we've seen so far, it's going to be seeing how much more they expand onto that. But yeah, the smoke alarms hopefully should add to the pack soon. I'm not sure exactly when, but hopefully soon. Is there any hope of a Wi-Fi doorbell coming back in stock? That is a good question. Unfortunately, I do not have any information about their inventory or how it works. I can tell you in the EU, The Wi-Fi version is in stock in both white and black. So I can quickly show you here. I guess you're probably talking about the US store. The white and black are both in stock in the EU. So yeah, if you want to travel over to the EU to buy one, or if you want to send a nice extra brown envelope, I'm sure I can arrange one to be sent over. I'm joking, by the way. You don't need to do that, but I'll take the brown envelope anyway, without the doorbell. Okay, I'll stop. Let's continue. Let's have a look here. So there's also several new topic webinars announced. One is this Tuesday. I think I did see that. Is this for the integrators program, right? Or the professional partner program? I can't remember the name off the top of my head. Ubiquiti. Partner Hub. Professional integrator. That's the one. On-demand training. Okay, that's that. That's live. Where is it? Dedicated support. It's not this one. Okay, I won't spend time looking for this. I did find it the other day. Yeah, I did find it the other day, but I haven't seen it now. Where the trading stuff was. Events and programs. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so they're doing regions now. Sorry, I just got sidetracked there. So I should have known that it's events.ui.com. So there's some coming up in APAC. So I'm guessing it's that timing, which is 11 a.m. Don't know what that will be in the UK. No idea. Why is Bing so rubbish? Yes, I will use Bing to search Google, and you can watch me do that. I could have just clicked on something. 3 a.m. Yeah, so definitely won't be attending that one. That's but hopefully they'll do stuff in the different time zones. I mean, if you have a look here now, they've got the drop down, and they've got different languages as well. So maybe they might start doing them in some different languages. So yeah, that looks good. Hi, hope all is well. What would you recommend in terms of? Oh, let's go back to here so we can all read it. What would you recommend in terms of Unify Protect setup as a starting point for the average detached house in the UK? Ideally with AI features to be able to trigger actions. So you're going to want an AI key. It depends how much space you have. I would, if you're completely new entry, and obviously depending on how many cameras you want, the NVR Instant kit is a good start. So NVR Instant plus 4 cameras that comes in a kit. Let's go to so yeah, where were we? Camera security, here we go. So you have the NVR Instant Kit, that's one start. Depending on what hardware infrastructure again you've got, and it's always hard to answer these questions because there's so many other questions you would need to answer first. So it'd be a little bit more difficult to spec it accordingly. But we have the NVR Recorder and the NVR Recorder Pro, depending if you want that a little bit more in terms of camera storage. And in terms of the AI stuff, it's the AI key is what you're looking for. Some cameras have the AI features built into them. That would be face and license plate recognition. But if you want the text to speech, and if you want to be able to, what's the word I'm looking for? Within the picture frames, it gives you an AI summary. So that would be with the AI key. That would be that right there. So yeah, those were the options. And I do have, actually, maybe let me do this in a, damn it, what did I just do? No, okay, let me just, youtube.com/ I do have a video on my page as well. Well, I haven't done that actually. Videos from last week. Where is it? Here we go. Which MVR to buy in 2025. So feel free to have a little watch of this if you want. That'll give you some sort of idea as to what the buyer's guide are and what the differences are between them, really. So hopefully that'll give you point you in some sort of right direction. And while I'm here, there's 2 new videos. So we have the doorbell install, which we did. So that is out, which we published Monday maybe, and then Tuesday I published the Ubiquiti World Conference recap. So I finally got round to installing that. There's some good images in there, so some good B-roll of maybe some products that you might not have seen before. So feel free to go and check that out if you want to have a little watch. There's a few things even in the thumbnail. There's a couple of products that you haven't seen yet. One that you might not have even heard of, but yeah. Anyway, we move on. Good bluff, you already have. Is that I guess you're talking about the G6 Pro entry. That's one thing I don't have yet. So I don't actually have a lot of new hardware, to be honest. I have my UPS tower next to me. I have an NVR Instant Kit. I've got these 2 right here. I've got this. This is the audio port, so I have that. And then yeah, there's a couple of boxes I can't show you right now, but who knows? Maybe one day. Is a UDM overkill for a house install, or should I get a Dream Router Pro instead? Again, this is it's another one of those questions. It really depends what you want to be able to do. If you go to any Ubiquiti forums, I don't think the word overkill exists. You will see some people with some crazy setups in their house. I'm very fortunate that Ubiquiti do send me a lot of stuff, so I'm able to have some of this stuff in my house. But yeah, there's some crazy setups out there. Some people are very fortunate to have a lot of disposable income. But yeah, I mean, depending on what you're looking to do, if you want something that's an all-in-one device, something a little bit more compact, then yes. If you're after a UDM Pro or Pro Max or SE, then something like that would be sufficient. And it depends what your internet connection is also as well, right? Because the IPS and IDS that's enabled on these devices limits your bandwidth that you can use out to the internet. So yeah, it really depends. If you want some more info on this, I mean, feel free to reach out to me. I can try and help you out. But yeah, it's a bit hard with just a single question. I'd need to know a little bit more about your scenario. I have the Wi-Fi doorbell 4. It's having lag, so I switched to the new light version. Yeah, I mean, definitely giving it hardwired has made it a lot smoother, no doubt. Obviously, being outside near the front, unless you have a Wi-Fi access point outside, which I could possibly mount if I needed to, because I do have the Wi-Fi, the outdoor Pro and the outdoor version, I think. So I could mount one outside if I wanted to. But yeah, it definitely helps having wired. Check out the new NVR Instant by Unify. Yep. So yeah, definitely the NVR Instant is a good starting place. It's impossible for me to run PoE to either door. Yeah, in some instances, and well, I say in a lot of people's instances, it is hard. It is hard to run one wires there. So I guess off the back of that, I would be very surprised if we don't see something. Well, I wouldn't say I'd be very surprised. I wouldn't count on Ubiquiti just completely discontinuing the Wi-Fi line. I think there might be something in the future. This isn't me hinting at anything. This is just my pure speculation. That they will have something Wi-Fi based, because I think a lot of people. I saw a few comments on my Ubiquiti World Conference video around people saying that I know they're pushing for enterprise, but I hope they don't leave their consumer prosumer line. And I don't think that's the case. They have a very big and comprehensive consumer prosumer line when it comes to Ubiquiti gear. It was not their bread and I wouldn't say it's their bread and butter, but it's their I mean, it's quite a big part of their business. Not most, but it's a big part of their business. but they're obviously, just like they've done with the audio space and just like they're doing now with the Superlink side of things, they're trying to push into other spaces. And definitely enterprise has been one on their list for a very long time. So they're trying. They're trying. Okay, let's see. I hope the battery and the UPS from Unify will get better. So there was some stuff said at the UWC about this. There's not too much I can tell you on this, other than what Ubiquiti have mentioned. There are some other models coming, some more powerful models. The only thing I will probably caveat this and say is that they are going to come with a price point. So these were their entry level models, but obviously the price is only going to go up from here. So not saying you are that person, but there's obviously a lot of people that will expect the world for the same price, but it's not. It's just not going to happen. Hey Cyber Army, how you doing? Then the alarm is complete. Then I do not have to use third-party stuff yet. Yeah, hopefully that'll be the case. Andrew said the smoke alarms would be next year, and that will probably be one of the last Superlinks products. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, we don't get too much visibility of what the timeline is. So it's just generally for us, it's like, okay, this product is coming. We're sending it to you. Will you review it? Blah, 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 blah. And in some instances, like there's some products that just get released and then we get it sent the same day that it's released. And in some instances, we just don't get sent it. So we get sent most of the products, but sometimes there's stuff that gets released, like the entry sensors. I don't think we've had any samples of those. So yeah, there's few things that get sent to us. It's just depends on what the product is, I guess. Could you prepare a series of YouTube videos on how to set up Unify Protect effectively with a 2K and 4K cameras? Could you be a bit more? Could you elaborate a bit more on what you would mean, like in terms of image clarity or positioning, in terms of the settings within Unify Protect? Like, what is it you're specifically looking for? Silent for all of them. Yeah. Is there any difference between the London UWC and the USA one? In terms of the format, no, it's not. But definitely in terms of what was spoken about was different. I mean, I'm trying to think if I saw anything that I saw when we were in London. I think there was one or two products that were similar, because pretty much what they announced in London, they've released most of the stuff that they had mentioned. Not all of it, but yeah, some of it. I did the partner Wi-Fi training last week. Was that a webinar or is that the in-person one? How's Robert? He's actually a really nice guy. I mean, there's some CEOs where you can tell they're under pressure. There's a lot going on. When you speak to them, they're just like, just tell me what it is and move on. But he was actually quite relaxed. He was a really nice guy. He's very calm. He says what his vision is. You can see where he wants to go. There was some stuff that was mentioned wasn't even the keynote, and that is coming even further into the future. So it's definitely an exciting place to be. I think not that they're going to surprise a lot of people. I think there's definitely some stuff that's going to be coming that's going to be like, wow, you probably didn't expect that to come from them. So I'm not saying it's going to be this year. I'm not saying it's going to be next year, but definitely watch this space with them. I'm looking forward to the Wi-Fi 7 switch. And do you know when it will be released? I guess, yeah. I mean, I don't know when it's going to be released. I can't really say too much on this because I don't know anything about it. I don't have any tech specs of it other than what I saw at the conference. I don't know if it's like what kind of Wi-Fi switch it is, what specs it's going to be like. There are a few pictures, and I think Bogdan posted a video and you can see it in his video, but yeah, I'm not gonna speculate about what it's gonna be. And before anybody asks, no, I don't have this product yet. So, but yeah, you'll definitely find out when it's coming, because it will get announced. But I don't have any more information on that, unfortunately. I should have actually spent my time like grilling the UI guys about some of the stuff that's coming, but there was just there was just so many people to meet. You don't get too much time, and it's a very small window when it's quite a packed day. So you have like an hour and a half in the morning. I think from 8:30 till 10, where you can just meet and greet and talk to everybody. And obviously, don't forget everybody else is trying to get time with the UI guys as well. And then there's the lunch window, which was like 12 to 1:30, I think. So whereas 3 hours sounds like a long time, it really isn't. I have the Cloud Gateway Max. Should I upgrade to the Cloud Gateway Fiber? Um, it again, it's one of those things. If you're not maxing out your Cloud Gateway Max, don't upgrade. I don't see the benefit. If you're finding you have a bottleneck somewhere, whether it's a gig connection or you're finding that it's not quick enough or you want to add more cameras, then it's worthwhile doing the upgrade. I mean, if the Cloud Gateway Max is serving its purpose, I wouldn't worry too much about updating. um, the AI key is currently in stock in the UK and the EU. Okay, great. I think I saw that when I went earlier. Just having a quick look where we are at. So there's 40 of you at the moment. That's a good number, I think. We can't complain with that. Is a very good number. Right, let's have a look. Where we got? I have an 8 gigabit internet service. Wow, okay. I thought my 2.5 gig was was decent, but sorry, bear with me. Let me just check something. Okay. I think yeah, I have 2.5 gig with. I guess I can. So I'm going to be doing a video on these guys. These are the guys that I have. So anybody in the UK that is interested in, they call themselves the ISP for geeks, and they have quite a lot. Like they're quite big in terms of their offering. So you get a static IP. There's no CGNAT. You can bring your own router, so they don't supply you any router or anything. You can literally bring your own hardware. They do have symmetrical lines. There's no contracts, and there's 24/7 UK support. These guys are really active on Discord. If you haven't used them, they're very they're very active on Discord, and they're really helpful. I'm sure these guys do not sleep because they are always on there. I have the 2.5 gig line at the moment, 2.5 gig up and down, and I'm hoping if I talk to them nicely, they will nicely upgrade me to 5 gigabits as well. And that's launching in Q1 of 2026. So 2.5 gig at the moment is their biggest plan. They use the City Fiber lines, so yeah, it's based off that. But yeah, if you haven't, and if you're in the UK, check them out, and they're really helpful. So even if you're not available in even if they're not available in your area yet, join the Discord, give them a shout, and they might even be able to tell you when they're going to be in your area. But yeah, you can add a static IP. You can add a block of 29. So I need to double check I get this correct. So you get a static IP as standard, which is not something generally you hear about now. And then you can add a 29 block if you want for £6.90 a month, and you get IPv6. So yeah, these are all their core features that they have within. So there's no throttling, 24/7 monitoring, the network infrastructure, blah blah blah, and they have proper dual stack IPv6. So yeah, it's something worth checking out if you haven't seen them already. Good to see the AI key back in stock after a long time. Yeah, I mean, I think they did say that they are working on their logistics side of things, so I don't know if it will be anytime soon, but hopefully it will be. They will start improving their logistics, hopefully. I have a DESE with 24 terabytes. Okay, cool. So if you have 8 gigabits, do you have IPS IDS turned on, or do you turn that off? Could you prepare a series of YouTube videos on how to set up effectively, including UMVR, and do you have the ability to create such a tutorial? I think, I don't know if you've posted a bit further down, but I'll come back to you on that one. Do the products from the EU store work in the UK? Yes, they do. They might just come with an EU plug, but I think if they see you're ordering from the UK, sometimes they include a UK plug, or if you message them, they might be able to include one for you. Good evening from Denmark. Has there been any talks or rumors about the new version of the UDMs with ports with higher speeds of 1 gig? There was a few things mentioned at the UWC, but you're more than welcome to have a quick Google and maybe you will find some stuff out there. But unfortunately, I can't tell you anything about what was said there. You're correct about the term overkill. Yep, definitely. It doesn't exist in the Ubiquiti dictionary. Finally, Unify OS has been updated 4. Saw a huge difference in QoS. Okay, that's cool. I don't know what version I'm running. I think I'm running an early version at the moment, so I can't show you anything there. I had a fight break outside of my house on Friday evening, and the policeman was quite impressed with the G6 PTZ. Oh, cool. That's good stuff. I have Pro 6 there. Yeah, as Frederick mentioned, let's all hit the like button. So I don't know. There's still quite a lot of messages. Excuse me. Where are we? Let's have a look just here. Okay, so Ubiquiti is like the Apple of networking, available for everyone without needing special account license. Yep, true. And I have another one. I have 32 IP addresses blocked from my provider. I cannot add them. I cannot add different subnets on the WAN port. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I'm not going to say too much more on that comment, but for someone that was asking about the UDM, yeah. Anyway, we'll move on. Hey Jake, how you doing? See, and I'll say it again this week if you're still around. TJ's not here, is he? See, you and TJ are the same person. I know it. One of them is your burner account. I'm just trying to figure out which one. Did the UPS 2U firmware change anything? So I think the big one that I found was the auto power cycle. It power cycles for you after the power's been restored. So previously, when you plug the power back in, it didn't restore the power back for you. But now you plug it in, it will restore the power back and boot everything back up again, which is quite cool. So that was one of the big changes. Also waiting on the Enterprise NAS. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know how much more I can say. Pro AV drive. So yeah, we saw some of the Pro AV stuff. I didn't get really a chance to talk to Tom on the Pro AV stuff. But yeah, that was there. They mentioned in their videos that the Pro and Enterprise UPS features will have lithium batteries, lithium-ion batteries, pure sine wave, and double conversion technology. Yeah. Sorry, I was just reading that, but I didn't put it up. But yeah, expect the prices to be, I don't know. Obviously, they probably will be that high, but yeah, I would expect. Well, they did say make sure it's not cheap. They did say it won't be cheap. That's for sure. For example, 2K cameras installed inside the house, 4K cameras outside the house, along with configuration, recording settings, motion detection. Okay, so generally just a general set. I mean, I want to do a general setup of Unify Protect. I've been wanting to do one for a while, so I will definitely add that one to the list. I've done the install myself without having used it. It's not that difficult. Thank you for the video on the UWC. You're welcome. 32 IP addresses. I think I read this. I don't know. Maybe it's just doubled back. I live in Holland. I think I need to move to Holland so I can get loads of IP addresses. I noticed one of my sites with UDM Pro Max isn't showing blocked by the firewall log, but it's doing the blocks. Since it's changed from BST to GMT on the 26th of October. I want to feel like someone else was asking this last week, or they asked the question somewhere. I'm trying to think I'm not getting it mixed up and it was asked at the UWC, but I don't think it was. It's quite a specific question. That they had I think it was on here actually, that they had inter VLAN blocking, but it was being blocked, but they couldn't see it in the firewall. But no, I don't have an answer for you on that one, unfortunately, unless anybody else does. I'll definitely log a ticket with Ubiquiti though, because if there is some sort of issue, then they can roll it out in the next firmware update. You can get UMVR, move it to protect, and offload some processing for your cloud gateway. Yeah, that's another option. Also static IP, not dynamic. Even have a bridge fiber connect. Cool. Sounds like. Is it expensive, your internet connection? Oh. I pay €100 for 1 gig. Can go up to 48 max. That's crazy. For residential line, 48 IP addresses. I'm assuming it's residential. That's insane. We need the ISP in the US. I think we need the ISP worldwide. I use a 10 gigabit uplink on the USB. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm lucky to live in a part of a city where I get 1.5 gigabits for around £13. Wow, okay. That is not something you can complain about for sure. I do not have private internet. I have business pro. Okay, fine. Well, that kind of expects it. Yeah, okay, makes sense. It was that was on first last time. Still waiting for you to partner with still waiting for you to partner with Know Your Customer provider to prove my innocence. Maybe if I actually get time to breathe this week, maybe I can do that. Maybe you need to message TJ this week saying, where are you? What time are we at? Okay. I don't think I'm going to try and go as long as I can. I don't think I'll go the full hour because I need to get a video finished. And yeah, if I want to be able to release some videos this week, I need some time to get it done before I go to sleep. And it's not these two. These two are coming, but not yet. The first one's going to be the 2U UPS, hopefully. Also live near a stadium and have noticed that after the games, there's several dozen people walking past. The G6 PTZ disconnects on the timeline. It says the camera has lost power. Does it do this for X number of seconds, like somewhere between 5 and 30 seconds or 5 and 20 seconds? Does that happen periodically? It's interesting you say that because I think I've had someone else mention this, but theirs is generally just sometimes it's just a person walking across from side to side, and that happens. Yeah, it might have been. Like I said, there's there's so much that's gone on these past few weeks. It's kind of all been blurred into one. On the other hand, the G is fine. That's interesting. It's interesting, that one. You're not okay. Yeah, got a ticket open with them, but getting passed around with the ticket. Yeah, I would ask just for it to be escalated, and see if you can get it escalated. And if you do find anything out, let me know. It might end up going to the dev team if it's not something that's already there. 160 euros per month and 60 the IP address 60 euros. Okay, so 200 euros a month. So you definitely pay the price for that one. That's for sure. So the question I was going to ask you was so we were talking about the G6 Pro earlier, right? the G6 Pro. Let me bring it up 1 second. G6 Pro turret. Pro turret. There we go. So this is going to be available the week beginning of 17th November, right? So it's going to be this week that this is coming. What I want to know, when do you guys think it will be released? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday? But before you answer, wait, let me get the poll in. Wait. Oh, where is it now? I can't find it. Credits. Ooh. Graphic poll. Is this it? Yeah, here we go. When do okay, create new poll. What, does this work? Does this thing work? Let's see. Loading poll. Oh, this is annoying. Oh, wait, hold on a second. That didn't work. Oh. Why do I try and do this? Why? When do you think? But it doesn't. Save current poll. No. But it doesn't let me. Oh, it's not working. Never mind. Okay, yeah. Put your questions, put your answers in the chat window. When do you think this is? When do you think this is going to release this week? Do you think it'll be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or you think they're going to wait all the way to Friday till they release one of these? And I can see TJ's appeared as well. So you managed to log on to another phone, right, Jake? And get TJ on. I'm going to make sure you both annoy each other every week now. Make sure you both turn up. It's powered via PoE. PoE++ injector. Sometimes it's a couple of minutes. Then it comes back a couple of minutes and then disconnects again. That's an interesting one. I would definitely log that with Ubiquiti. That's for sure. That's for sure. I know I generally use that as a blanket thing, but if it is a common issue, then something definitely worth logging. And yet, fully agree. You want to be able to see the block policies because that's what you want to make sure is working. That's for sure. I believe the processor is struggling with smart and AI detections. I was thinking of trying and pair it with the AI port and see if it. Yeah, maybe. I have that too. I must buy a switch. Is it better than the injectors? If you can use a switch, it's just less. I mean, the power still is the same, but it just comes from a different device, right? Does anybody know what processor does the AI port have? I don't actually. No idea. So how can we get Jake and TJ to prove that they're not the same person? I think I am going to have to do the know your customer. So Colin thinks it's going to come on Monday. I think that's adventurous. Although, you know, stranger things have happened. Friday. You think they're going to go the full week? Tuesday. Right, here we go. No, but you can make one with a Raspberry Port 4 or 5. I have heard. I think I've lost the trail of that conversation. I have a USW Ultra. I can try that. I mean, yeah, give it a go. As long as it has the right power options, you can definitely give that a go. Weird. I've asked. It's all fun and games. It's all fun and games. They need the stock to go up. So Monday. Well, yeah, maybe. Their stock price has taken a bit of a battering for anybody that does follow them, or anybody that does have anything invested with Ubiquiti. Yeah, it's definitely taken a bit of a tumble, to say the least. Let's see if we can find a better chart. One month. There we go. It's a nice chart to look at. Look at that. So they even got close. I think they got close to 800, 707, 787. That's how close they got. And then boof, they dropped all the way down. What are they at the moment? 570, 554 or 558. Oof. That's definitely a jump or drop, should I say. But I mean, for anybody that's followed them for a little while, you can see they have their, I mean, they were up here 300, then they dropped all the way down, then they went up, and then they dropped, and then they went up, then they dropped, then they went up, then they dropped. So hopefully this is a continuous trend, and it will make its way back up. Let's have a little look. Where do we get to? Make me a moderator, I'll block him. Definitely one option. There are AI processors you can use on the Raspberry Pi. Is this for the detections you're talking about? How's the family doing? Yeah, I mean, they're good. While I was away in Miami, my little girl decided to get chickenpox. So that was not the plan, but yeah, that happened. So yeah, it's been a bit crazy since I got back, to say the least. But yeah, we're all well. Thank you for asking. Do you think the 20 frames per second on the G6 180 is good enough to use at the front of the house, considering vehicles driving by people? So if you look at my UWC video, I don't know exactly where it is. Oh, it's going to ask me to sign in. Why? I hate YouTube. I was lucky to get out this year. Let's have a little look. So let's see if we can. Oh, wrong one. I don't think you want to see my hands moving around. Where is it? Let me see if I can find it. So this is when we met Robert, for those that haven't seen. So there's Robert right there. You might recognize some YouTube faces there if you haven't seen this already. So there's Tom, there's WonderTech, there's Bogdan, there's Will, there's Jesse this side. There's Robert, I think, from the hookup. I can't remember who was standing here. These two guys are from Yes Techie, so if you ever followed them before. So yeah, there was a few of them about. I'm trying to find. It just seems to be me. I'm trying to find the bit where. What were we talking about? What bit was I looking for? Oh yeah, the 20 frames per second, right? So there's a bit where. Is it here? So that's the multi-sensor for anybody that's not seen it. So that video right there behind me, that is the 20 frames per second that's being run. And it seems to be doing a relatively good job. It's not there for long, but I think that is I'm pretty sure that was the 180-degree camera. So feel free to go and check it out. I think it's around the 2-minute 43 mark if you wanna have a look. You can go and check that out. Now is the time to buy this stock. Yeah, I'm not offering financial advice, but yeah, there's been times where I wish I thought wish I bought more, but maybe this might be one of those times. I have a farm in a rural area, and there's an LTE tower, but there isn't an ISP that covers the area. I have a data plan. Should I consider buying the Ubiquiti UMR? Yeah, it's an option. Ubiquiti UMR. I have done a video on it. I didn't do any speed tests, but I've done a video on the installation of it. If you want to check that out. In terms of depends what else you want to do. I mean, if you're just using it for an ISP, we've all seen the stuff on the internet about the 5G versions, of them coming out. I don't know when they will be coming, but possibly there's a 5G, I think 5G Dream router. I don't know if that's going to be. We've seen. I don't really like talking about products that haven't been released, but this is well out there, and it has been out there for a little while. Here you go, this one. So that is the Dream Router 5G, which actually has a SIM card slot built into it, which is like the Dream Router. So I don't know when it's going to be coming. There was some stuff mentioned about this at the UWC again. If you have a quick Google, you might be able to find out what that is. But yeah, I don't know exactly when that's going to be coming, but that might be another option for you. Right, I'm going to take a few more questions and then I'm going to be out of here. When we get in the video for the G6 Pro Dome, looking at the weather this week, I don't think it's going to be this week because I need it when it's not raining. Oh, it's not raining tomorrow, maybe. Ooh, tomorrow might be a bit too soon. Friday, possibly. Friday looks decent. So anyway, sometimes when I can get it installed without it raining, not because it's not waterproof, just because it's a better image than just raining. I know some people might want to see it in the rain, but they actually want to see what the picture is capable of. We can start the bidding early then, shall we? Yes, it should work, but I can't verify that. Actually, it was not great. Yeah, she's on the mend now, so she's got over the worst of it. That's Will's wife standing next to him. Yep, yeah, that was his wife and his partner in crime. No worries. Will was just telling everybody that having small arms in the space. Well, you could show him the video and say it's not a problem. But yeah, he was very tall, to say the least. Him and Frank from WonderTech, I think I was like looking up when I was talking to them. I'm not the tallest guy, but I wasn't I don't think I was the shortest guy there. I don't think. I might have been actually. Other than I won't throw you under the bus, Frederick, but Frederick was slightly shorter than I am. But out of us creators, I don't think. Just trying to find the right image. Oh, I think I might have been. No. I think Bogdan's slightly shorter than I am. So no, I'm not the smallest guy. Will the 5G router run protect? I don't know because I haven't got one yet, so I couldn't answer that question, unfortunately. I'm hoping it's going to be like the existing Dream router, and it will be exactly the same, but have a 5G version in there. I hope. I do have a 5G Odido mobile contract as a failover. It's a good thing to have. I know some people tend to use Starlink, but if that's not, if that's not the case, then yeah, it's good to have the 5G version. Get a hot drink and leave us. Yeah, I think I need a hot drink. I had a cold while I was out there, and I still don't think I've recovered. But hey, Anyway, 500 up, 300 down. For, like, what is it in Holland? I think I just need to move to Holland, I think. Getting some crazy speeds on the 5G. Frank told me I was 6'9". Oh, 5'6". So yeah, definitely. Yeah, I wasn't the shortest there. That's for sure. Would be nice. Nice 4 in the car. Right, I think I am caught up. What time are we? We're still pushing towards the hour mark. There we go, 8:55. So we almost did an hour today. We almost did. I will stick around for 60 more seconds. If anything, in terms of videos, I do have the 2U UPS will probably be out midweek, I hope. Maybe early next week, maybe Tuesday if I'm lucky. But yeah, if there's anything new that pops out, I will do some sort of live stream, hopefully. And yeah, hopefully we can, if not, we'll be back next Sunday. And we can play another game of Is TJ and Jake the Same Person? But have a good evening, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and hit the like button before you leave. And we'll see you guys next week.